Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Yoga for Everybody Skills and Self-Care session today. My name is Skylar Ramirez. We are focusing today on lower body stabilization and upper spine posture. So for those of you who've maybe had to sit in front of a monitor or at a desk a lot today, just know that we're going to work on correcting your posture and managing any possible low back pain that can come with sitting. So to get started, you are welcome to stand or sit for the next few stretches. So I'm going to go ahead and come up into standing. From standing, let's take our feet out to maybe the width of the pelvis bone. So if you find where your natural fleshy hip is, take the feet in a little more narrow than that. Let's roll our shoulders up, back, and down, turning the palms out. Doing this one more time. Take your shoulders forward, up, back, and down, having the palms forward. So this is the quickest way to improve posture in your upper spine. From here, let's keep the knees soft. Imagine you have a small ball or a yoga block between the knees that you're squeezing in, and then pull the muscles up in your pelvic floor, muscles you use to support the bladder. On the next inhale, let's take both arms back, up, and straight up towards the sky, reaching dynamically. Pull up out of your armpits and pull up from the shoulders to the ears. From here, turn the palms forward. Let's bend the elbows, reach back and around. Just a big, nice backstroke movement with your arms. On the next inhale, let's repeat that. Big breath in, reach up, and then exaggerate that reach. Pull the shoulders up by your ears. Pull the ribs away from the hips and the waistline. Palms forward, pull it back and around. One more. Inhale, big breath in, reach it up. Up, shoulders to ears, armpits away from the ribs away from the waist. And then palms forward, press it back and around. Let's take our palms into the heart, holding them at the center of the chest. Step your left foot back, a casual stride, and bend the right knee. On an inhale, circle the arms up and back behind you. Big inhale. Let's reach the palms behind us. We may want to let the hands rest at the hips or the low back, or you can lace your fingers together by your low back. On the next inhale, let's straighten our right leg, both legs straight, stacking the shoulders over your hips. On an inhale, pull your ribs and chest up and open the throat. So this is a standing back bend while you keep your hips stabilized as well. When you're ready, from here, having both legs straight, let's press the hips back behind us, working in a nice back and leg stretch if you've been seated for a while, keeping the knees soft. And of course, you could be seated with this as well and just do a nice forward fold from your desk. From here, inhale, pull the heart over your knees. Let's release the hands down onto the right thigh, and then relax your upper spine and stretch through the low back and hips. Let's all shake our head yes. Turn the head left and right as if you're saying no. And when you're ready, come to a still point. Walk the hands up onto your right thigh. Hold it there for a moment. On the next inhale, arms go out to the side, and we circle those arms up and overhead, continuing to stabilize your shoulders and stretch the chest. From here, draw the hands to your heart, and let's step with our feet at about the width of the pelvis bones. From here, we're taking our right leg back, a casual stride, bending that left knee. Inhale, bringing the arms up and overhead. Circle the arms behind you. Option to lace your fingers or to keep the hands at the hips and low back. Inhaling, shoulders over the hips. Pull up from your ribs and sternum and open the throat. Continue to bend that left knee while you press back through the right heel. One more big inhale. Exhale, let's press the hips back. Lower the chest maybe just halfway. Let's take a little bit of a deeper bend into that left leg, and we might even want to put both hands on the left thigh to support the spine. Inhaling in place while we press back into that right heel. When you're ready, straightening the left leg and allowing the hands to walk down towards the floor. Maybe keep the hands on the leg, maybe put them on your foot. No matter where we go with this, let's drop our head, shake the head yes, and turn the head left and right, releasing any tension from the neck and the jaw. When your body is ready, bend that left knee a little bit. Let's walk the hands up onto our thigh. Prop up your spine with your hands. Take your arms out to the side. Inhale. Let's sweep the arms overhead. Big breath in. Exhaling, hands to the heart. And then stepping, feet at the width of the pelvis bones. From here, let's inhale, opening up your left hand beside you. Maybe take that right hand to your hip or by your low back to gently open and stabilize the shoulder. Let's circle our left hand back and around a few times. We're reaching at the top of the breath and then taking it down and around, and allow the trunk of your body to move with this steady rotation in your arm. Inhaling, opening the left, maybe twisting to the left and looking behind us. And then exhale, bring it around to center. Let's try maybe one or two more. So we're working with a steady set of 6 to 8 of these big shoulder circles. Now, at some point, we're going to keep that left arm up overhead, reaching to the sky. Take your right hand away from the back and hold on to your left wrist. Press into the outer edge of the left foot. Gently tug on that left arm, leaning over to the right into a big side bend. You can look up, straight ahead, or maybe look down over your right hip or just past your right armpit. As we inhale, let's feel the breath moving into the upper left lung and pull up and out of the ribs on that left side. At least 2 more breaths here. One more. When you're ready, bring it through center. Let's allow that left hand to come down to the low back. Reach straight up with the right arm, imagining you're holding on to 100 helium balloons. Press into the outer blade of the right foot. Inhale into that upper right lung, just a nice big reach to open the liver. Let's take the left hand from the back, holding on to the right wrist, pulling that right arm over. So we're doing a little side bend over to the left, opening the right armpit and opening the liver. Inhale, pull up and out of the armpit. Breathe mostly into your upper right lung. Looking up, looking straight ahead, or looking down over to the left. One more big breath in. From here, let's come to center, extending both arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, taking the hands to your thighs, your shins, or even to the floor. From a flat back, eventually we relax the upper spine and we'll again hang that head nice and loose. Shake out the head and the neck, relieving any tension that might be causing compression in the neck or even pain in your shoulders. We're going to allow gravity to kind of drag out some of that tension, and gravity can assist us in the stretch. We most certainly want to avoid pulling or tugging on the muscles of the neck. So instead, we can rely on gravity and a heavy exhale to release that tension. Let's try 3 big exhales here with a sigh. Taking a nice big breath. And now exhale. 2 more, big inhale. Big exhale. 1 more, big breath in. And now a big exhale. When you're ready, reverse swan dive. Bring both arms straight up and overhead. Let's draw our hands into the heart. Take the feet out wider than your hips. We're coming into a standing straddled position. So the feet are fairly wide and we're feeling as if we're able to press out with the outer blades and soles of the feet. Let's take a look at the outer edges of our feet in order to correct the lower body posture or the hip and back alignment. If you have a yoga mat, or if you imagine like a wall on either side of your body, we want the edges of the feet to be parallel to that wall or parallel to your yoga mat. From here, let's take the arms straight up and overhead without bending the knees. We exhale, coming down halfway, arms to the side, hips pressed back. With a flat back, we're holding the standing straddle stretch. Bringing hands onto the thighs or the shins while we hold the straddle position. When it feels right for you, start to feel the weight shifting into your left hip and maybe bend that left knee, pressing into your right foot, and feel your weight shifting directly over that left knee and over the left foot into a side lunge with your straddle. Both hands might come onto the left thigh for support. And of course, we can always lean our chest and trunk of the body into that left thigh and relax the head and neck. When you're ready, slowly begin to come up. Let's take our hands onto both thighs, straightening the left leg, bending the right knee. We're shifting the energy over into that side lunge on the right side of the body, leaning over into that right leg, placing both hands on the right thigh. Maybe we stay with a flat back, or we can always lower and drape the body over that right thigh, keeping the head and neck relaxed. Staying just one more breath. When you're ready, slowly press into the leg from a flat back. Let's bring our hands onto both thighs, both legs straight. And now simply relax the head down, keeping the weight balanced, centered in both feet while we work with this stretch on the outer hips, inner thighs, and your back. To safely come out of this stretch, let's slowly begin walking our feet in towards each other. Easy does it, stopping when the feet come to about hip width or pelvis width. Let's walk the hands up onto our thighs, dropping the hips back behind us, coming into a supported chair expression. From here, we can reach the arms forward with the palms up for a low back, hip, and shoulder strengthener. Inhaling, coming up to standing, raising the arms up. Let's press the palms back. And now circle the arms behind you. Palms come forward and up, reaching with the palms up. Let's sit those hips back again. Imagining a yoga block between the knees, we squeeze the inner thighs and pull up through the pelvis. Let's try that flow once more. Pull the elbows back. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, take the palms back. Hands come through with palms up. Sitting the hips back, finding chair pose, a nice strong chair expression. When you're ready, pull the hands back. Inhale, reach overhead. And exhale, hands to the heart. Let's fly the arms 3 times, just circling with the breath. Inhale, open. And then exhale back and around. And try exhaling from your throat. Inhale through the nose. Exhale from the throat. Really push out the breath. One more. Inhale. And then exhale back. Let's bring hands to the heart. Establish a strong foundation in your feet. Stepping the left foot back a short stride. Keeping a bend in that right knee. Inhale, arms sweep up and overhead. Continuing to stretch the chest and balance out your shoulders. Having that healthy bend in your right knee with the left leg back. When you're ready, exhale, swan diving down. Arms go out to the side. Hips go back. Hands to the right thigh. Let's straighten our right leg, keeping the left hand on your right thigh and the back nice and long. Let's bring our right arm forward and around just a few times, circling that arm. Inhale, open and circle, moving through the trunk of the body. When you're ready, circle it around and let's place the right hand by the low back or hip. On an inhale, we're twisting towards the right, opening up the chest, pressing that right shoulder back and down. Imagine you're trying to pull the right shoulder back to your left hip. We can always open the palm of the left hand and maybe press the palm to the thigh and the thigh to the palm, creating a little deeper twist. Press into the inside blades of your feet for support and look up and over the right shoulder. Breathing mostly into your upper right lung. Big inhale. Exhale, relax. One more big breath in and then relax. Let's slowly bring that right hand to center. Bend the right knee. Square the hips. From here, we inhale the arms up and step forward, stepping our right foot back a short stride, bending the left knee. Holding it here for just a moment, just a nice, healthy warrior one expression. Finding the breath on an exhale, arms go to the side, and we swan dive, resting the hands on the left thigh, flipping the hips back. We're actively opening up the low back and SI joint. Keeping our right hand on the left thigh, let's take our left arm forward, and we're going to circle up, back, and around, circling that arm and encouraging a little bit of trunk rotation with this as well. Maybe just two more. Inhale, open, circling with the left and rotating to the left. Last circle, opening up, taking the left knuckles to the low back. Maybe we straighten that left leg and open the right palm so the knuckles are on the outside of that left thigh. On an inhale, let's draw our left shoulder up and back. Press the shoulder towards your right hip. Drop the right shoulder in and down to accentuate the twist. Let's look over our left shoulder and just simply breathe easy. Breathe into that upper left lung. Exhale from the throat. At least one or two more. Last one. When you're ready, bring both hands to center. Easy does it. Bending that left knee, squaring the hips. Let's step forward, having the feet with the toes touching and the heels just a little bit separated. Let's inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Sit the hips back just a little bit. Now try twisting over to the right. Turning to the right, we're drawing that right shoulder back. And maybe we come down a little more, testing our range of motion. We may put our left hand on the right thigh, keep the right hand on the heart. Or if you want to challenge the body a little bit today, maybe you come down and attempt to touch your left elbow to your right thigh or right knee. When you're ready, slowly find the breath. Inhale, let's bring it to center and stand tall. Arms overhead, pull up through the heart. Maybe a little back bend. Bring it through center. Slowly begin to twist towards the left, sitting the hips back. We might hold it here, hovering the elbows, or right hand on the left thigh, left hand on the heart, or adding in just that little bit of challenge in this variation, sitting down a little more, maybe the right elbow to the left knee or right elbow on your left thigh. Looking over the left shoulder or down at the floor, neck is comfortable. When we're ready, let's bring it through center. Inhale, stand tall, arms overhead, big breath in. Hold it there. Inhale, pull up the heart, look up, maybe press the arms back, standing back then. One more big breath. And now exhale, relax. Let your arms come down beside you. Take the feet out to any width. From here, let's just work with a little bit of swaying. Let your arms move with the trunk of the body. With this gentle rotation, we're able to work just some kind stretches through the edges of your feet, arches of the feet, outer knees, all the way up to your low back and hips. Let's do maybe just 2 more to each side. And just letting those arms and shoulders be loose while the trunk of the body's active. When you're ready, slow it down, bring it to center. Let's come into any easy standing or seated position for just a couple minutes of mindful breathing to reset the ribs, the back, and the organs in the trunk of the body. Placing one hand on your heart and the other hand down on your belly. Lower your chin and rest the gaze. Inhale into the nose, down into your stomach. Fill the lungs all the way up into the chest. And now exhale as if you're fogging a mirror. Relax your heart and relax your belly. So we're releasing tension, mindfully using the breath to be able to soften the stomach and to help us to flush out stress hormones. When you're ready, inhale into the nose, up to the heart, the chest is rising. Pause for a moment and then open your mouth like you're going to fog a mirror. Slowly exhale. One more like that. Inhale into the belly, through the ribs, up to your heart. Last one with that ha breath. Now bring both hands together. And our final closing gesture from here, palms pressing, press the thumbs into your center, into the center of your chest. Let's check in with our posture, lengthening through the crown of the head, lengthening through the spine. Press with your left thumb. Now try to match that pressure with your right thumb. This is a technique used to balance the left and right hemispheres of your brain. And we know the left hemisphere controls the right side of your body. The right controls the left. So we are attempting to balance the way the hemispheres of the brain communicate in an effort to maybe address any physical imbalances in the body. So feel your shoulders stacked over the hips, maybe pull those shoulders up and then drop them down with that ha breath. 1 or 2 more. Inhale, press the thumbs. Exhale. Just 1 more, pressing those thumbs to the center of the chest. Big inhale. And let it go. From here, we can close our session together with a bow. Namaste, everyone. Go enjoy your beautiful day. Keep breathing and keep standing and seated nice and tall. Have a wonderful day.